Today I'm going to be taking over the worst overall team in College Football 25 with a QB that has the best name ever. General Booty, the 3-star transfer from Oklahoma, has been named the starter of UL Monroe, a program that in 38 seasons has only won 149 games and lost 277 and tied twice. They did win a conference championship back in 2005, and their most wins in a season was 8 in 2012. Since then, they haven't won more than 6 games and had a winless year in 2020. My plan for this series is to play the whole first season on Heisman difficulty, and this episode will include the entirety of the first season. I'm going to be playing all the games, but if things get out of hand, I'll start simming to get on to the next one. However, after this episode, I plan to have only 1 to 2 games per video as a series, so if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. Bodie is going to have a few different weapons on this offense that are only juniors. First, we have Tyler Griffin, a 6-foot wide receiver from Georgia. He'll be the wide receiver 1, and wide receiver 2 is going to be 9'9" Davis, a redshirt junior. He's only 5'8", but he's very agile and fast, so he's definitely going to make an impact. And finally, at running back, another redshirt junior is Hunter Smith. He is an elusive back from Arkansas, and he's got the second best hands on the roster. Above him is 57 overall Ozario Smith, who you will be seeing this season. Overalls don't mean much to me. I will play a 50 overall or a 60 overall over a 70 or an 80 if they're not playing well and that 60 overall is performing. This is a look at our offense, and I had to put a lot of the O-linemen at different positions because the starters at their respective positions were pretty bad, so a lot of people are playing out of position. And we have a 57 overall starting at tight end. And on defense, the same thing about the O-linemen, as people are playing out of position. You got defensive backs playing out of position, the D-linemen playing out of position, linebackers also kind of playing out of position. And on to my favorite part of Dynasty is recruiting. And I'm targeting players that are interested in us and also in our pipelines. And the number 1 player we'll be targeting is a 4-star. He's interested in us in his top 10. We're 8th on his board out of Oxford, Mississippi. I will be targeting a lot of defensive players, as I do believe that's going to be our weakest link. Safety here, Josh McAfee, only get 2 of his ratings, but that's enough for me to send a scholarship offer to him. And now we got Forrest Hardrick, and he is looking like a possession tight end with 60 run blocks, 72 catching, and 70 short route. Can't see his athleticism, but I liked what I saw there in the gym. We give him a scholarship. Now on to defensive tackle. We've got a 3-star Roderick Deere. He'll get a scholarship. And now at center, an offensive lineman, BJ Scales from Texas, 81 strength. That's enough for me to send him a scholarship. This O-line is not very bad now that I've put people out of position. But after simming a week, we are now first on a whole bunch of players. And I want to finish scouting on BJ Scales, and we reveal that he is a gem. So I'll be throwing on some points for him. I only do 15 right now because I'm trying to spread these 400 points around a lot of players. We need a good class to come in. Now it's time to talk about our first matchup of the season versus a new team. Kennesaw State has joined the FBS, and they are quite similarly rated to us. They're a 1-star 71 overall. They have a 63 overall in Davis Bryson. He's a bit of a mobile guy, not the best arm. He's got 82 throw power, 78 though on the run. So not too much flashiness going to come from his game unless they run some option. He'll be throwing to Christian Moss, a pretty decent receiver, 76 overall. Not many skill caps. But will he be able to get the ball to him is the question. On defense, they have Donovan Westmoreland, an 80 overall. We'll have to see that on defense. Not a single 80 overall for us on defense. But we're jumping into this game in the first quarter. On 3rd down and 1, they sent the blitz and left Mark Britt, the senior wide receiver, wide open. And he will score the first touchdown of the season for ULM. And they'll go up 7-3. Now back on offense. We're in the second quarter now. 5 minutes to go. Down by 10. And General Booty is trying to make a few adjustments at the line. 5 wide. Taking a shot for the end zone. He's got a man open. It's Mark Britt picking up his second touchdown of the game. Love that route that he ran on that play. And so far, 3 catches for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns from Mark Britt. And this one's going to be intercepted on the left side. That's Jaron Esther, the junior cornerback, who's going to take this one to the end zone. A 36-yard pick six for the cornerback, putting us closer into this game. Only down by 3 now. 10 minutes to go in the third. And now Kennesaw State has it from the 1-yard line. 4th and goal. They're going to hand it off to their star running back, who gets hit hard into the end zone. He gets the touchdown. And Kennesaw State will walk away with the victory. They would score 11 points in the 4th quarter, and UL Monroe could not score a single point. Pretty inefficient day, but 400 yards almost for General Booty, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Davis Bryson, 15 of 18, extremely efficient day for him. On the ground for us, we had negative yards rushing, could not get a single thing going with Hunter Smith or Bennett Galloway, the only running back with 90 speed. Nana Davis had 224 yards on 10 catches with a long of 55. Didn't show anything from him today, though. Just wanted to get out of this game and move on to the next one. On defense, 22 tackles for the senior, 5 TFLs for Trevor Randall, and 4 for Marquell Jones, 2 for our best defensive tackle. One of our best players on defense, actually. And Jaron Esther, the junior cornerback, gets the only interception today for us. And we got 10 points after the loss, level 2 now. And I do have our coach progression speed set to the slowest. I don't want to reach level 52 quick. That is your max level, I'm pretty sure. Not sure if they'll be increasing that or not. But I do buy the motivator skill tree. Can't put anything else into it right now. But our next opponents will be the UAB Blazers. We'll be taking them on at home. Gonna be looking to not disappoint the fans 2 weeks in a row. And now we're gonna take a quick look at the top 25. Georgia was able to beat Clemson by 3 points. Ole Miss, Oregon, Ohio State, and Alabama will round out your top 5 with Penn State, Notre Dame, and Michigan knocking on the door. Tennessee, Oklahoma, Texas 0-1, lost to Colorado State. And Auburn makes their way into the top 25 as well, beating FCS. Good for them. Trevor Randall gets Sun Belt Player of the Week with 16 tackles and 5 TFLs. Much different talent at quarterback we'll be facing this week. We got Jacob Zeno, the impact quarterback with 93 throw power. He'll be throwing to Amari Thomas, the 81 overall wide receiver. He has 86 release, 89 speed, 88 acceleration. And then they have center Brady Wilson, their best player, 87 overall. And his run blocking is capped, but a lot of his other stuff has a lot of room to grow. And on defense, they'll have right end Kendall Johnson, an 80 overall, 84 power moves, 88 strength. He can do it all here at defensive end, with a little bit of finesse and speed as well. At cornerback, they've got Tariq Watson, 75 overall 3-star from Louisiana, but he's going to have 97 speed. No one on our offense has close to that outside of Nana Davis. And after that first game, I'll be switching our scheme up already, switching to the base 4-3. I believe I was running 4-2-5 before that. I just was not feeling it. So we jump into our game against UAB now. It's going to be a rainy one. We'll hand this one off to Hunter Smith, getting the first carry of the game. Good run of 15 yards. The best rush we have seen so far. Handing it off to him again on first down and 10. He's going to break a tackle and get up to midfield, crossing the 50-yard line. And already more rush yards on 2 carries than we did have all of last week. General Booty's got this one in the shotgun, dropping back pretty far. Looking over the middle for Tyler Griffin, the 6'5" wide receiver, getting his second catch of the day. Last week, General Booty only completed 42% of his passes. Going to look to be more efficient today. He'll hand this off to Ozario Smith, the 57 overall running back from Mississippi, gets his first rushing score of the season. And now UAB in the red zones, 1st and goal from the 1. And Zeno's going to get this QB draw and get it into the end zone and tie this game up. So 7-7 now. Bennett Galloway is going to get this carry and make a move, spinning away from the defender and trying to carry the last one into the end zone. He'll get brought down at the 2. So now in the red zone, just 2 yards away from going up once more in this game. Man coming in motion. It's Nana Davis who walks into the end zone. That'll count as a passing touchdown. But Nana Davis just had a free range walk into the end zone right there. And now we'll skip forward just a little bit. Up by 7. Or down by 7. Gino's going to throw this one to the right side and be intercepted by Carlin Vigors. On 3rd down, he's going to return this one down the sidelines. Not going to be caught. This will be a pick 6. 53-yard return. Now back-to-back weeks with a pick 6 for this defense. It's 21-14 now. 3rd down and 7 for Zeno. He's got some pressure off that left side, avoids it, and steps up and through this throw into the end zone. It's going to be caught, and they'll tie this one up. So 21-21, 38 seconds to go here in the second quarter. General Booty's got this ball, trying to make something happen before half. Gonna take a shot down deep for Mark Britt. Catches it out of bounds at the 1. And what an incredible catch by the senior right here through the contact. Able to get both feet down as well. That's an NFL catch. Handing this one off to Hunter Smith, and he will get the score. We will go up once more in this one. Lots of lead changing in this one. We're in the 4th quarter now. 8 minutes to go. We're tied 31-31. UAB is in the red zone, taking a shot for the end zone, and that's Shanks. He'll be scoring again. No, that's Amari Thomas. Sorry. General Booty is cold in this one. 3rd down and 18 from the 7. Down by a lot now. It's 48-31, and this one's going to be intercepted. Threw a jump ball to our 5'8" wide receiver. Just not a good look there. And Ricky Lee will pick up his 2nd interception today and end this game. Strong first half from UL Monroe, just unable to do anything in that second half. So we will drop another one. 0-2 to start the season. UAB did everything better than us on this one. General Booty a little bit more efficient today, but threw 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. On the ground, Ozario Smith, 16 carries for 70 yards and a touchdown. Hunter Smith got 12 for 52. And Mark Britt, 6 for 137. Tyler Griffin had 61, and Nana Davis had 48. And Quad Harrison, the 57 overall tight end who did make the first start this week, had 3 catches for 39 yards. And we leveled up again, so we're going to go into some recruiting points, it looks like here. Our defense needs help, so we're going into defensive backs this week. And speaking on that topic, we got Emmanuel Okonkwo, a cornerback out of Texas, and we will reveal that he is a gem with 93 speed at cornerback, and that would be one of the fastest on our team if he comes here. He's in his top 5 and we're first on his board, and he's also ready for a visit, which we will schedule one. One of his big needs is proximity to home, and that's a B+ for us, so we do that for him. And another safety I'm looking at is Josh McAfee. Put a few more points onto him. Our next opponent's the Texas Longhorns. They've started 0-3 in the SEC. Despite being an 88 overall, they're struggling to start their season. And they've got one of the best quarterbacks in the game, Quinn Ewers. He's on the cover of this game, and he has almost no skill caps whatsoever. But despite that, they have struggled out the gate this season, losing to Colorado State, Michigan, UTSA by 3 last week. Wow, UTSA beat them. So they'll be coming to we will be going to Texas, and as you can see, not much is going on in this one. Down 31-6 right now. But how about this play right here from the 57 overall tight end, Quad Harrison. And now that very well could be one of their worst players in at this point. They could have all of their secondary swapped out by now. But Quad Harrison able to moss that man and get the score. 20-45, didn't look as bad. Scored 14 in the 4th quarter. Quinn Ewers played the whole game, it seems. 71 completion percentage. And yeah, 2 100-yard rushers, and someone else almost had 40. Tyler Griffin almost broke 100 for us in this one. Quad Harrison got that 1 touchdown, 2 catches for 40 yards. And taking a look here, we got a scrambler archetype for athlete. 87 speed, 94 throw power, 85 short, 82 medium. I like his skill set. Got some good abilities as well. So we're going to throw some points onto him and move him up the board. Scrambler out of Alabama. It would be cool if you could like make new pipelines when you're recruiting these players. From what I've seen, when you recruit somebody, if you get a bunch from, say, Alabama, you're not going to open up a pipeline there. I wish that was a thing. We've been soft selling or swaying and for DeAndre Pan here, and the sway does work. So we open up a brand new ability here to try to hard sell him and soft sell him. He does have 60 available points. Right now, we're going to go ahead and schedule a visit for him, though. A plus proximity to home, and he'll have a family visit. Now against Troy, down by 14 here in Troy, Alabama. We're looking left side for Quad Harrison, who makes the catch and breaks the tackle. Got a lot more down the sideline all the way into the red zone. Only has 73 speed, but able to use all of it right there. So second down and goal, handing this one off to the fellow 57 overall Ozario Smith. The running back from Brandon, Mississippi, will get our first score of the day. 7-14 now. Nope, 7-21. Troy was able to score again, and they got possession. But this time he's going to be intercepted. That's Carl Fontroy. And he is going to go all the way. Not going to be stopped. And I'm not sure what's going on, but he's wearing number 8, as well as Carlin Vigors, our starting cornerback, wears number 8. Not sure how they get away with that, if that's a new rule or something. If you know, let me know down below in a comment. But now 14-21 after the interception, pick 6. Troy is going to increase their lead back to 2 scores. With 14 seconds left in this half, General Booty's got this at the 37-yard line. And he's got a man wide open. Quad Harrison finds the soft spot in the defense. And this game, we're fighting back. We're not going to let them blow us out. Only down by 1 score after that. It's 21-28, and Troy's got the ball to start the next half. Looking for his tight end, and this will be intercepted by J.D. Stewart, the senior middle linebacker. Or actually, that's the junior middle linebacker, excuse me. And now, 3rd and goal. And they'll hand this one off to Bennett Galloway, our fastest running back. He'll get the carry in the red zone and tie this one up. But Troy was just a better team in this one. The running back scored 4 times on 26 attempts, over 100 yards rushing, and we just couldn't keep up with them at the end of the game. They won 52-42. So now heading into another Sun Belt game for us. We are 0-1 so far in conference play, but James Madison Dukes in their first one will be getting a good opponent in us, as we are 0-4. They've got some pretty high overall players, only a 74 overall total though. 83 overall quarterback, 87 overall running back, Ayo Adayi, I believe is how you say his name. But their weak spot seems to be their secondary, especially their safeties. Still targeting our 4-star safety, who is in his top 3 now. And a couple more defenders, narrowing down their decisions to the top 5. And a wide receiver. All those guys that we just looked at are on scheduled for a visit. And now taking a look at the stats so far, 9 touchdowns, 7 interceptions for General Booty. Ozario Smith leads in yards, 1 less carry than Hunter Smith. He has 1 more touchdown as well. Marcus Britt leads in yards. Tyler Griffin leads in receptions though, and Quad Harrison so far, 7 catches, 157 yards, and he's only been starting for 1 game. We did start Harrison Bailey over him to start the season. But now on this carry, this is going to be Tyler Griffin on the jet sweep. Able to get the touchdown. We were down 10-0 before that. So that was very nice from him. Down by 3. It's 1st and goal from the 1. They hand it off to their best player, and he will get the score to push their lead back up by 2. Showing our first kickoff. That might not be a good sign. Mark Britt's going to be returning this one from about the 4-yard line. He's trying to spin out to his left, and he's going to fumble this one. In the red zone now is JMU. And looking over the middle, that's a quick strike, and number 19 is going all the way to the end zone. JMU extending their lead even farther now. It's 3rd and goal for General Booty, and he's got his man wide open. Quad Harrison, the 57 overall tight end, gets another score this season, trying to get us back in this one. It's 38-14 now. 3rd and 7. General Booty dropping back, looking over the middle. That's Mark Britt, and he's going to outrun the defenders. Big touchdown through the air. Mark Britt's been a sleeper for us. Haven't shown many highlights of him, but he's made a couple plays here and there. And we could not come back in this one after allowing 24 points in the first quarter. James Madison absolutely whooped on us today. 80% completion, 6 touchdowns, 363 yards. And General Booty, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He tried his hardest. I'm sure our rushing attack was non-existent in this one. And yeah, Bennett Galloway tried to get him a start here today. He is the fastest and under 4 yards a carry. Mark Britt, 187. Quad Harrison, 123. And Tyler Griffin, 101. So 3 receivers going over 100. And Nana Davis has 78 as well. Advancing, we see that Tony McGarity has committed to Ole Miss. So we lose out on our only 4-star that we were targeting. He did not like the way we looked in that game. It did commit to Ole Miss. So we've still got a lot of prospects on this board. 32 out of 35 right now. And we are going in hard for Josh McAfee now that we have lost McGarity. There's also a couple more safeties I've got targeting. Our next opponent is the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. Another Sun Belt opponent. They are 0-1, 2-3 so far this season. 0-1 in the Sun Belt. They're 78 overall. They've got some pretty decent players. But at wide receiver, they're going to be a little bit thin. Their second best rated player is hurt. But they've got a couple of guys with some speed down there on that list. Offensive line, not the best. They got a couple of good players on there. On their defensive line, they got some good defensive tackles, but outside of that, I think we might have a chance to get some things going. Hopefully we can get a better rushing attack today. Bennett Galloway will still be starting, I'm sure. But on this play, Ozario Smith is going to be in on 2nd down and 5, looking for Quad Harrison, who's starting this game out hot. 10 catches today already. We're in the 3rd quarter, 19-30, and this is going to be a pitch out right for Ozario Smith. And he will get the score to put us in 1 possession. So down by 5. This is going to be General Booty looking right side for Ozario Smith, who's got this catch, and he is not going to be able to get to the 1st down. He's close, but that 84 speed, not able to get past the line. And over the middle, caught Quad Harrison walks into the end zone. Good catch right there for him underneath. Now up by 1, wanting to go for 2 here to go up by a field goal. Faking this one to Hunter Smith. General Booty gonna roll all the way out to his right and pick this one up with his legs. So now up by 3 with 30 seconds to go in this game. They're gonna get into the red zone. Southern Miss. 2nd and goal from the 4, looking left side, and this will be a touchdown. Southern Miss has stolen the lead back from ULM. With 18 seconds to go and 3 timeouts, what can General Booty in this offense do? Quick one out left for Ozario Smith, who picks up a block from Tyler Griffin. And Smith will get out of bounds. Just 12 seconds to go now from the 34. Booty dropping back, taking a shot for Nana over the middle. And he'll catch it, move the chains. 2 timeouts remaining and 8 seconds to go in this one. Booty taking a shot for the end zone, and this one's caught. Tyler Griffin outmans the cornerback, outmuscles him and everything. Put that crown on your head, my boy. You deserve it. With 3 seconds to go, ULM has a chance to get their first win of the season And they will. They win by 3. Picking up one over Southern Miss, a Sun Belt opponent, and that's a good sign for our offense. 490 yards today for General Booty and 4 touchdowns. 38 for 61, only completed 62%. He threw an interception as well. But hey, a win is a win. We finally got one. Quad Harrison, 12 catches, 176 yards, and 2 scores. Marcus Britt, 7 for 117, and Tyler Griffin at 5 for 73. All of them picking up a score as well. Bennett Galloway had a couple of catches. Nice to see that. On defense, Jalen Ware, 4 TFLs, no sacks for us, and no turnovers. Just a hard-fought offensive battle, this one. And after getting our first win, DeAndre Pan, a 3-star from New Orleans, commits, and strong safety Josh McAfee, a 3-star gem. 2 defensive players have now committed to our teams. They're our first commits. And Josh McAfee, 97 speed, 90 acceleration, 74 man coverage. He's from Louisiana as well. Very glad to bring them in. And I'm also going to be targeting Jabari Best. I'm going to throw my name in the hat with Georgia. That's probably not going to be a good idea, but I want to at least try. And nobody is going after 3-star jam BJ Skills, and he is ready for a visit. And playing time is at an A+. That's one of his things that he cares about, so we will do that for him. Can't really hard sell him right now because of our alignments with him. And in the top classes, we are ranked 111th right now. No one is going after this 3-star Tommy Ladd from New Orleans. And he is going to be a gem as well. 75 man, 67 zone, so very similar to Josh McAfee. And I do like running some man coverage. I would like to bring in a second safety who can do that. So we do send him a scholarship offer. And now we're going to take a look at the top 25. LSU, so 7-0. Oklahoma is 7-0 as well. Ole Miss, 5-2, coming off their bye week. And Utah will be ranked after beating TCU. Memphis getting some votes. Purdue, North Carolina, Florida State, and Liberty as well. Our next opponent is going to be another Sun Belt opponent. 3-4 South Alabama. They're 78 overall and got some pretty nice players on their team. They got a couple of 80s. A freshman quarterback, Gio Lopez. Their starting wide receiver, their best receiver, is going to be out with a broken fibula this week, or for probably the rest of the season. Ari Strong on defense. He's an 80 overall, pretty good defensive tackle, 93 strength, 80 finesse moves, a little bit of power as well. Probably their best player, Jaden Boyson, a free safety, good hands, good speed. He can do it all. 86 overall for them. On 3rd and goal, we're up by 7 already. And General Booty gets a score here to Quad Harrison, the 57 overall tight ends, playing well this season for us, unexpected. But he is the fastest tight end we got, best hands as well. So this is a pass that'll go into the end zone, but it'll be intercepted. Up by 11 right now, and Reggie Neely will get this ball back to his offense. Or down by 11, excuse me. But not for long, because Gio Lopez is going to throw this one down the field and get the score to cut within the lead. So now 21-17. From the 44, General Booty's going to be intercepted by Jaden Boyson, who's going to run around the offensive lineman and take this one all the way. Just no speed right there for those 2 players to catch him. They are 2 of our slowest offensive players. And now up by 3. South Alabama's knocking on the door of the red zone. Lopez got his man over the middle. They're going to get another good score and run away with this one. ULM could not score in the second half. Only 1 touchdown. And South Alabama just had no trouble after they started getting touchdowns. Jaden Boyson had an interception returned all the way for a touchdown and had another one as well. We do have some good news though. Emmanuel Okonkwo from Texas. He's a 3-star gem. 6'3" with 90 speed or over 90 speed. Like that a whole bunch, and I thought I scheduled him last week, but I guess I forgot to. And now we get to face T&J's Marshall Thundering Herd. They've struggled so far this season. They're 2-5, sixth in the Sun Belt. They've only won one game, lost two. And they've got a pretty good O-line, actually, as far as the right side. And I said this is T&J's team. He's got a series here on YouTube. You should go check it out. It's a really good one. It's going to be cool to see some of the players from it here today. And they've got a little bit of a weaker linebacking core, so hopefully we can get the run game going. We haven't really gotten that. Oh, dang, that's a good strike to the end zone. We were up by 10, but Marshall will cut into the lead there with that score. But as I was saying, we haven't gotten the run game going efficiently this season. I'm trying to get that better here later in the season now. But right here, General Booty on 1st and 10 is going to take a strike to the right side, and Tyler Griffin's flying down the field. They couldn't catch him. The big 6'5" wide receiver gets it done there. We'll take up another 10-point lead. Now it's 24-14 here in the third quarter. Cole Pennington's got this, 2nd and goal, and he's going to keep this on the option keeper and get the touchdown to come into the lead once more. Only down by 3. Looking underneath for Tyler Griffin on the drag route. Good catch and run for him. 8 catches today, 231 yards. Have a day, Tyler Griffin, and we still got a whole nother quarter to go in this one. Looking his way again, and he's going to get another touchdown. Have a day, Tyler Griffin. My goodness. He is definitely the reason we are winning by 10 points right now. And this defense is doing a pretty good job as well, but right now they're going to get scored on. Ethan Payne. And now down by 3 in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes to go. Marshall's going to hand this one off to Ethan Payne again here in the red zone. Gets hit hard below the knee. He is 1 yard shy of 100 today. Subbed out on this play. They'll hand it off and it gets stuffed. Carl Glass, the senior middle linebacker, brings him down. And this play's going to be intercepted. Carlin Vigors picks off Cole Pennington. And now up by 3. They'll have to stop him on defense once more. They couldn't get anything done. And this one could have been intercepted. It'll be tipped. I don't know if you saw right there, but General Booty's got 500 yards in this game, as we're not able to get the run game going. So he has to pass a lot, but that'll be a first down right there for Marshall. Calling the hurry up. Got to get it done right here. They only have 1 timeout remaining, and this is going to be intercepted. His man fell down, and Godsey Jr. is going to intercept this one. He's a junior, so we've got him for another season. He has 2 interceptions today, and General Booty can knee this one out. Run the clock all the way down. UL Monroe will pick up their 2nd win of the season, and we didn't even score in the fourth quarter. They scored 28 points to 7 every quarter. But how about Tyler Griffin? 3 yards shy of 300 yards on 11 catches and 3 touchdowns. That was definitely a breakout game for him. He helped us get that win. General Booty, really efficient day, 68%, not bad, 500 yards. And we had negative 73 rushing yards because of sacks. Hunter Smith only 36. Quad Harrison had 6 for 78. Nana Davis 82 on 5 catches. And our running back Rosario Smith had 4 for 30 as well. On defense, no surprise that Hamlin led in TFLs. He is our best defensive tackle. And Vigors and Godsey Jr. both get 2 interceptions in this one. And the running back I've been targeting all season does commit to Louisiana. Got some new prospects to scout right here. We need some new O-linemen that can run block. And we got a Jim, 3-star Jim from North Carolina. We'll give him a scholarship. No one is going after him currently. And no one's going after this guy here out of Hawaii either. He is an agile archetype, and he has got 68 pass block, 73 run block, but 93 strength. So he'll get a scholarship as well. Hopping into the Texas State game now. We are down big here in the fourth quarter. Giving this one to Ozario Smith. And once again, having no rushing attack and our defense not being able to get many stops. We're down really big in this one, but Nana Davis will get the touchdown right there and cut into the lead. Gotta go for 2. And General Booty's got this one. He's got his man Mark Britt, who gets into the end zone, gets the 2-point conversion. But we couldn't compete with them today. General Booty carried this team 447 yards, 4 touchdowns. And like I said, no rushing attack in this one. 1 yard a carry for both of our running backs. But our QB does get Sun Belt Player of the Week. 4 touchdowns, 447 yards will do it. Facing Auburn, they're 5-1 in the SEC. I'm not happy about playing them. We cannot make a bowl game, so I'm probably going to sim that one. We do lose out on a tight end, but I do have others on our board. And taking a look at a defensive end, he's actually an athlete with 81 speed. He could probably play defensive tackle or defensive end. I like him a lot, actually. I'm going to offer a scholarship. Not many teams are looking for him. Now, LSU and Oklahoma State still undefeated. Georgia beat Ole Miss, and they fall to number 11. Memphis is undefeated as well, and Liberty and SMU are at the bottom of the top 25. And yeah, I do sim this Auburn game. No reason to play it. We can't make a bowl game. We've got 2 games left on the season. We'll play at Arkansas State and have 1 home game against Louisiana. That'll be senior day. And not gonna show much in this Arkansas State game. We're in the fourth quarter. This will be a good pass outlet for Mark Britt. He tried to spin back inside. He's getting close to 100 yards on the day. Booty's taking a shot for Nana Davis, who gets it all the way up to the 1-yard line. And ULM's going to use the hurry up and hand this one off to their running back, Ozario Smith, who scores. Pick up his first touchdown of the day. And it's 3rd and 2. Defense needs a stop to get the ball back to their offense. And no, that's Carl Glass, the senior. He will do it. So 1st and 10 for Booty. Looking left side for Tyler Griffin. He'll get this one out of bounds. Over 100 yards today for him. And Booty is now over 400. Looking right side for Ozario Smith on the catch and run. He's going to break this tackle. Trying to use what speed he has to get to the end zone. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 8. Booty dropping back, and he'll get this one to Quad Harrison, the tight end. He'll pick up yet another touchdown this season. He is one of our team's leaders in receiving and touchdowns. Now defense needs another stop. Up by 1 point. 2nd and 6. And he's going to find his man over the middle. He was wide open, burned the defender there that time. And it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense, not another good look here. And they will get scored on. Arkansas State not having much trouble today on offense. They go for 2 and get it easily. So now down by 7. Booty's got 60 seconds, and that's a dangerous pass. Could have been intercepted. Looking for the tight end once more. 4th and 10, got to get it all here, and he's going to find Tyler Griffin. Falls down, securing the catch, and they'll use their first timeout. Trying to get that 3rd win. They need to tie this game. This will be caught for Quad Harrison. Big hit. Showing good catch in traffic. Looking right side, this is Quad yet again. He'll get out of bounds, stopping that clock. Letting us save that timeout. Booty's over 500 now. And this one's going to be caught in the end zone. Mark Britt getting another touchdown. He's done good today. Probably over 100. Nope, 99, just short. But we're in overtime now. 42-42. General Booty's taking a shot for the end zone. Nana Davis. And now we got to go for 2, but we don't get it. So now Arkansas State with possession. They get the touchdown, and if they score this 2-point conversion, They will win the game. Looking left side and he's wide open. No contest. And ULM falls 48-50 to Arkansas State. I thought we were going to win this one for a minute. But they had 180 yards on the ground. No run defense in this one. They looked good through the air as well. And we looked pretty good through the air, but on the ground, you know, had to pass the ball 60 times in this one. 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And if we can just get him some good help on defense and on the O-line, I think he can have a really good senior season. A lot of these players that are playing well for us are going to be returning. On defense, we just couldn't get any turnovers. But we do get some more good news. Another 3-star commit, Ron Shaw, cornerback, and he's 6'3" out of Louisiana. Got that good pipeline going there. And our coach does level up again, so we got some more points to spend in recruiter. This is what we're looking at so far. Gonna upgrade that secondary, even though we have already brought in quite a few defenders. I still have some that I'm wanting to get, and I'm probably going to next year as well. Our final game of the season is going to be against the Raging Cajuns. They've had a bit of a rocky season, 6-5, but they're 4-3 in the conference. They won their last game against Troy. And here's our stats on the season going into the final game. General Booty, 32 touchdowns, 19 interceptions, 4,400 yards. You know, I've thrown a bunch of interceptions, but he's been slinging that thing. And this running game has been non-existent for us. No one went 300 yards. We got 2 receivers over 1,000, and our tight end, he's up to a 58 overall now. 856 yards, 11 touchdowns. He leads the team. Nana Davis only 713, but not bad. Considering Mark Britz had a pretty good season. He's going to be a senior though, so we won't have him next year. On defense, 14 TFLs, 11 and 10 and 10 for them. Got a bunch of TFLs, but the sacks are just not there really. Can't get much pressure, but we do have a handful of turnovers. Our leading interception leader is going to be leaving us, though he is a senior. Here's a look at the Raging Cajuns. Their team is pretty good. They're a 79 overall, but this team honestly looks like they might be higher than that. Because we are getting absolutely smacked in this one. 4th down and 15. Booty's going to take a shot for Tyler Griffin, and this one will get swatted down, almost intercepted. Lucky it wasn't. And we sim to the end of this game. It is 48-9. And that's how this rivalry game will end. The final game of the season, senior day, was not a fun one for us at all. Hate that's how they go out. We're not going to see anyone go pro, I'm pretty sure. And they have won 34 times against us now. That's great. Don't think we're going to be catching up to that. Booty goes over 400, but no touchdowns in this one. Threw 3 interceptions. Had a decent day on the ground in this one, surprisingly. Quad Harrison led in receptions and yards, but Mark Britt had over 121 in his final game with us. On defense, 1 TFL, 2 TFLs, 1 sack. That's about it. 1 interception for Markel Jones as well. That'll be his final game with us. And we get a commit. No, we get 2 commits. A safety and a center. The gym center I've been wanting all season. And we will be firing both coordinators this week. I definitely want to bring in some motivators and tacticians, I believe. Gonna want some guys to help us in the off-season training. And Kaiden Salter, I believe. He'll win the Heisman with 36 touchdowns. And now we have 6 commits. We do lose that the other gym guard from Hawaii. That's unfortunate because he had 93 strength and 73 run block. And look at that star development on him. That is really unfortunate. And we also lose the kicker that I was going after all season. The Raging Cajuns beat the mess out of us and then steal the kicker that they were not going for until late in the season. So these are the available coordinators. Josh McNeil seems to be the best OC. He's level 20. So I will offer to him. He's got a Central Florida pipeline, which is nice. I want to keep our pipelines in the south, I think. Barry Garfield, level 18. A couple of level 20s as well. We got Gage McMichael. He's level 20, but 335. And then there's Brian Otis. He runs the 425. And looks like Coastal Carolina's interested in him. He does have the things that I want. I can't look in depth at them right here. But Gabe McMichael has the same skill set, and he's not getting an offer, so I'm going to offer to him. And that'll hopefully boost our coach prestige if we bring them in. They got C's. Here's what's been going on in the playoffs. Ole Miss got defeated early. Hate to see that for them. LSU beat Florida State, but then they lost to Oregon. Oregon will face Kentucky. 13-2 and 12-3. Kentucky beat Alabama. And our coach stability does go down because we did fire, and our prestige goes down. That's interesting. D- now. Alright. So Oregon does win by 3. 16-13 in the national championship. And they had a historic season with Jordan Burch, 26 sacks. Here's a look at our final season stats. General Booty had a good season, I think, despite the interceptions. And rushing, of course, was non-existent this season. I can promise you that Osario Smith, the 50 overall, will not get that many carries. He led the team. That will not happen again. And Quad Harrison, the 50 overall tight end, he played well. He is definitely going to get some play time next season, I think. And Jordan Burch, yeah, 26 sacks, 4 TFLs. Just no one even close to competing with that. Our QB, General Booty, finishes second in passing yards, and he is kind of close to the touchdown leader. We're not going to talk about who got the touchdown leader with 48. If that happens, I'll be very surprised. And we might have been the interception leader, but that's not going to happen next year. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about all that. Looking here at our players leaving, no transfers, it seems. I like that. Just going to be losing a few players to graduation. Texas State had a quarterback get drafted in the 6th round, and Arkansas State, who beat us by 2 points, had a couple players drafted. Auburn had a few players as well. And Ayo Adayi, I believe that's how you say his name. I'm sorry if I just butchered it. He got drafted. So going into the offseason, we got a chance to look at the transfer portal, and there's a couple of 2-stars here that are interested in us. Like to see that. There's a few players that I recognize there. We'll see if we add them to the board. And right here we have Quayshawn Driscoll, a defensive tackle. I meant to bring one in this season. So far we haven't. It's been a bit of a hard time. Still got to bring in this guy. Cardinals seem like they want to come in after him, so let's try to put 25 points on him. And I can offer 65, so maybe hard selling, but just don't have the interest that he likes. So we'll put 35 points on him. And this is what our transfer portal players are going to look like. I'm going to put some points on them in a second. Do a little bit of scouting first. Destin Hill, 82 medium, 80 catch in traffic, 91 speed, 93 acceleration. Like that a lot. And simming through the first week, we get Emmett Simple. He will commit. So that's another gym guard coming through for us. I got 35 points on Tyler Rubio, the power rusher. Now we're going to make it 40. And a hard battle for Quayshawn Driscoll. I did add Xavius Warren to the board in the transfer portal. He's a sophomore. And there's a 1-star that was interested in us at halfback, and I throw a scholarship at him because if no one else does, he will commit. And now we're going to get some commits. Devon Proctor, the quarterback, commits. A tight end. Our cornerback, the transfer portal. The wide receiver from the transfer portal. Joey McIver commits. And the 1-star halfback. So a lot of the players that I was really hoping to get, I got early in the season. But even here, we got some players in the transfer portal that I was excited to get, like the wide receiver Destin Hill. And we're going to take a look at some depth traits here in a second. And Landry didn't pick a team, it looks like. Very interesting. Maybe I should have put some points on him. I thought I did. We did at least get one defensive tackle in Quinzavious Warren. Like to see that. We got a 3-star cornerback in Magruder. 3-star right outside linebacker as well. So now we're gonna try to see where our final rank here in the top classes. It looks like we're gonna be right in the underneath the top 50. I'll take that. 21 players and we get 49, 23 stars. We did go after a couple 4 stars, couldn't get them, but I did show a little competition with them, so I like that. So right here we got an outside linebacker in the transfer portal. He had impact. Destin Hill has star. No abilities, but I do like that he has star development. And normal, and Quinzavious. That's okay. Yeah, he has 95 strength. I like that a lot. Impact on the cornerback here. Impact on another cornerback. Frederick Landry did not pick a team. Normal on Joey McIver. That's unfortunate. Normal on the other tight end. I was thinking he wouldn't because he had the really good ability. And star on Quayshawn Driscoll. He went to the Cards. That's so unfortunate. Impact on BJ Scales. Impact on Tommy Ladd as well. And impact on Okonkwo. And star on Josh McAfee with 97 speed. Our best player for sure. So now we gotta move some players around and see what their best positions are. Tyler Rubio is a power rusher, and he would be a speed rusher at D tackle. And I think I will put him at defensive tackle because we had defensive ends that are gonna play this season. And he would actually be our second, maybe third defensive tackle. Chris Garner was an athlete. Or no, I think I'm just moving him around on the offensive line. Eric Simple will start as a true freshman. Jaden Hamlin, he returns for us. He should have a good offseason, I'm hoping. He's a 78 overall right now. Or that says a 79 right there. And Quinzavious Warren will come in as a second. But Rubio's definitely going to see the field. DeAndre Pan, 68 overall. So he will probably see the field a little bit. And it looks like Chris Rogers at linebacker would be a better safety. I don't think I'm going to make that move though. At cornerback, Godzi Jr. He had some good interceptions for us. He'll be our #1 cornerback this season. And how about this? Devontae Proctor, 72 overall athlete at quarterback. And he could be the future for us. Right now, General Booty's a 73 overall senior. He's going to get some training in the offseason. But we can redshirt Devontae Proctor and have him as a redshirt freshman play for 4 years for us. I really hope that's what happens. And he does not transfer, so we got to play good this season. So we are up to an 80 overall, but we are at a half star. We are a 0-star program now. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we are at the bottom of the bottom, bottom of the barrel. But it looks like we had a good off season. Brought in some good coordinators, and Eric Fisher did not go up much in overall, but I think his abilities got upgraded. General Booty's at a 79 now. And Herring at a 75 as a senior now. So I don't think there's going to be any competition there. General Booty played very well, I thought. Despite the interceptions, it was a lot on me. And how about this? Bennett Galloway up to an 82 overall as a junior. We got 3 seniors, and Hunter Smith did not play as well as I had thought he would have. Rosario Smith kind of outperformed him. He's up to a 72 overall now. He started as a 57. So Bennett Galloway does have 92 speed, so I think Oh, it looks like he has the best trucking and brake tackle on the team now. I don't remember it being that good. I did play Ozario Smith because he has the best receiving ability, but I think Bennett Smith's got the upper hand on everybody this season. Tyler Griffin is up to a 76. I thought he would go up a little bit more, but he's a senior now. Nana Davis is as well. Well, Tyler Griffin did go up in speed. He has 90 now. So Tyler Wiley 73 and Hill's up to a 74. I don't see the transfers. I guess they don't get any training boosts. That's pretty interesting. I feel like they should still get training boosts. But 88 release there for Tyler Griffin. That's really good. I think 99 jumping for the 5'8" receiver. How about that? And Darius Bailey, who is not a receiving threat for us. He's still the highest overall, but he's slower than Quad Harrison. Quad's up to a 63, so he didn't have a good jump like Ozario did. Interesting. I think he outplayed Ozario Smith for sure. But I guess he had more ceiling caps. Unfortunate, but he might see the field more. Anyway, I'm not sure that we're going to start a freshman over him. And our O-line is going to be a lot better than last season, I'm sure. Godwin's up to a 75. I feel like that's a pretty big jump. It seems like the O-line jumped up a good bit, but not our star for some reason. Carter Miller's up to a 73, and he has 91 strength. And Little Jr. has 97. Quintus Griffin Jr. has 92, as well as Zach Moore. They're pretty high overalls for us. And I mean, I know they're 70s, but I'm not used to this. The teams I've used on college football so far have been very low overall teams. We're going to have 3 starting seniors on the D-line this season, so definitely going to be hitting that hard in recruiting, I think. Cavante Wells up to a 78 overall. Didn't see him much. I don't think I said his name at all in the video because there just really was not many defensive plays to talk about this season. Jaden Hamlin, though, by far had one of the best off seasons so far. He's up to an 84 overall, 99 strength. How about that? I love to see that. 82 block shedding, good power moves. He has really good caps, but he is a senior, so I don't think he'll be going up much overall this season. Tyler Rubio is a 66 overall. I think we'll be seeing him anyway this season. And I did move Pan out to left outside linebacker. We'll see how much he plays. Pullen had a few moments last season where he played well. So I'm not sure. We're going to have a couple of question marks at linebacker. J.D. Stewart will probably start. But we did bring in Rogers, who has 92 speed and 90 acceleration. That is my user at middle linebacker now, actually. Forgot about that. That's going to be a fun time in the middle linebacker spot. I have not used someone with that kind of speed. Caleb Edwards. Caleb Edwards? I'm not sure how to say his name. I think it's Caleb Edwards, but David Ghazi's up to a 79. Harris up to a 79. Leonard Harris had a big jump, actually. He was a 69 overall. Wow. Okay, so we got a few good options at cornerback now. Probably not going to play someone with 87 speed, though. Blaze has 95, and our freshman down here, we have the bus that came in. They are not very high rated. So they'll probably get redshirted 87 speeds, not that much. Hope it can go up in training, though. Conquo was a 69. At safety, we got Fontroy. He did play pretty well. He's a senior now for us. He's 78 overall. And Ladd comes in at a 69. And McAfee will be our highest rated strong safety even after training. 71 overall, 97 speed, the star. He would definitely be starting for us there, even though we could have moved a different safety over there. But I want to start the freshman for sure. Not even going to worry about redshirting him. So we do have to cut some players. Reese Mooney will probably never see the field. Armena probably won't either, but I don't think I'm going to cut him right here. There's a few receivers that just will never see the field. I don't think I'm going to cut a freshman, though. Cut the junior. And a 55 overall senior. Yeah, you need to go. I'm sorry. And a 59 overall cornerback. He's a senior as well, so he's got to go. Cartwright, he's just not going to play with that speed. Drill it. You got to go. 57 overall. I want to keep the young guys, getting rid of the older guys. It feels bad that they're having to get cut on their senior seasons. And even cutting a sophomore here, he's a 52 overall. We got 20 points to spend on our coach now. And we could finish doing the secondary, but I'm going to do kickers and punters because I did not get a kicker. We're going to have a walk-on this season, so that'll be interesting. Did struggle to make a few kicks this season. And put 2 points into running back and 1 into quarterback. Definitely want to finish upgrading those this season as well. And in the second team preseason, we got a few players, seniors, Jaden Hamlin and Eric. On the O-line, they'll get second team preseason Sunbelt. So that'll be good for them. And Devontae Proctor with impact development, we'll get to see his caps. And they're not horrible. He has a little bit room for improvement in his arm strength. His elusiveness has 2 bars to go before it gets caps. And his accuracy has 3s. And he has 86 right now, 85 short. So those going to get up pretty high, I think. He's got a lot of room for development, I think. Redshirting him might be a good idea. And Ernie Benchwell, I'm probably never going to say his name again. I'm just going to call him Ernie. But his caps are pretty much reached already. That is unfortunate. He's not going to get much better than this. 66 overall. We do have another freshman tight end, though, Joey McIver. He had normal development. He's at 65 overall. And it looks like it's going to be the same thing with him. He is pretty much at his ceiling already. He has a few spots to improve, but outside of that, you really can't get much better. But BJ Scales, 71 overall center for us. He has impact development. And look at this. He is not capped out at all. This is beautiful. So he is going to be a big-time starter for us for a long time, I'm sure. I'm not even sure we redshirt him. We might want to play him this season. I'm not sure. I think it might be a good idea. But Emmett Simple is going to have his power almost capped out, but everything else has a lot of room for improvement. His run blocking is at 73, 75, and 61. So he's got to work on the finesse, but I like where his power is at. And he's got to get better with his awareness. That's, of course, got to come up. But he's a 69 overall and got pretty good ceiling. A pretty good ceiling. Tyler Rubio's got impact, and he has also got a really good ceiling. His quickness is maxed out, so he's not going to get any faster at his position. Maybe if we put him at defensive end, he could have got faster. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. That'd be something to figure out, though. He's got recoup maxed out, so I like that. DeAndre Pan, normal development, so we can't expect him to... Oh, okay. Actually, he's got some pretty good skill caps. He's going to get his ceiling might be high 70s, low 80s, if you can really hope for it. Emmanuel Okonkwo was that gym 3-star corner. He had impact development. He's 6'3", and he's got a pretty good ceiling cap too. His quickness is maxed out, but his zone coverage can get a lot better. His hands need a lot of help. His man coverage is going to need to get better, but his zone's in a good starting spot, and I'm happy with this. A lot of our other corners, though, their caps are pretty bad. They're low overalls as well. It's unfortunate, but Tommy Ladd had an impact. He's going to come in with a 69 overall, and he's got some pretty good caps as well. His quickness is maxed, but Everything else has got a lot of room for improvement. And now for Josh McAfee, the best player in the recruiting class, I'd say. And he is dripped out. I didn't edit him at all. 71 overall with really good caps as well. That's so great. I'm so glad. I was really afraid of him not having great cap limits, but his quickness is maxed out. But you can't be upset about that. He has 97 speed already. I know there is ways you can get caps to be like broken potentially with an upgrade point or something. So that might be something to look into for some of these players and positions. So here's a look at our final roster. We're an 81 overall and a no star program. That is crazy. But I'm sure that it's going to improve after this season. I think we have the potential to maybe even win the Sun Belt with this team. General Booty's got a lot of weapons that have improved over the offseason. Nana Davis and Tyler Griffin are both seniors now, and even Bennett Galloway had a good offseason, so I think he'll definitely be starting. That 92 speed at running back can be a game changer. Definitely better than the 84 speed from the guy we were playing with last season. But that's going to do it for this video. If you've made it this far, let me know if you like this longer style video or if you prefer 1 to 2 games per episode. That's the kind of the idea I was having, but if you prefer this longer style, we could definitely do that. Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and don't forget to hit subscribe as well so you don't miss anything. Peace.